Everyone in the building had a dream once. By the time they reached their 30s, most of those dreams were folded up and stored somewhere, between unpaid bills and quiet disappointments. Everyone except Arav. Arav lived in room 27, a tiny rented space at the end of a narrow hallway. The paint was peeling, the fan made a whining sound, and the window faced another wall. But every night, a single light stayed on in that room long after the rest of the building went dark. People thought he was foolish. "You're wasting time," they said. "Be realistic," they warned. "People like us don't get that kind of success," they whispered. Arav heard it all. He just didn't listen. During the day, he worked a job that barely paid enough to survive. It drained him physically and mentally. He came home exhausted, hands aching, mind numb. Most people would collapse onto the bed and scroll through life until sleep arrived. But Arav sat at his small desk instead. Every night he worked on his dream, slowly, quietly, imperfectly. Some nights he felt unstoppable. Other nights he stared at the wall, wondering if everyone else was right. There were moments when quitting felt like relief. No more pressure, no more disappointment, no more hoping. One night, after a particularly brutal day, he closed his notebook and said out loud, "Maybe this is enough. Maybe this is all I'm meant for." The room was silent. Then he noticed something, his old notebook, the one from years ago lying in a corner. He opened it. Inside were messy pages filled with hope, goals written in bold handwriting, ideas scribbled with excitement, notes from a version of himself who believed without fear. He realized something that night. The dream hadn't failed him. He had just grown tired of carrying it alone. So he made a promise not to succeed, not to win, not even to be great, but simply to show up one more day. Just one. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months. Nothing dramatic happened at first. No applause. No instant success. Just quiet progress that no one noticed. Until one day someone did. An opportunity came. Not huge, not life-changing, but real. Then another. And another. Each one built on the last. Each one rewarded the nights no one saw. The effort no one praised. The belief that survived doubt. Years later, Arav stood in a much bigger room, holding something he once only imagined. A reporter asked him, "What was the moment everything changed?" He smiled and said, "It didn't change all at once. It changed every night I didn't quit." And somewhere in that old building, room 27 was dark now, not because the dream died, but because it no longer needed that room to survive.